Do you wake up every day feeling trapped in a cage? Not one made of steel bars or concrete walls, but a prison far more dangerous. A prison built inside your own mind. What if I told you that most people don't live the life they want, but instead live according to what they fear? What if I told you that this is not your destiny? Most people let dread make their decisions and slowly suffocate under the weight of what might go wrong. But here is the truth. Failure is never the end. Failure is only a message from life saying, not yet. Try again. Try smarter. Everything you've ever wanted is within your reach. Now close your eyes and think about where you are right now. Are you where you want to be? If not, why not? Because something went wrong, some things went wrong, and there you were lying defeated. That's where we all are. We've all fallen. Sometimes the fall is so hard that we can't even see where we landed, let alone figure out how to pick ourselves back up. Those are the moments when hope seems lost and the idea of getting back up feels impossible. But let me tell you something. Success is not about avoiding these moments. It's about how you handle them. Let me introduce myself. I am a former Special Forces officer. My life has been filled with challenges, from overcoming dyslexia and failing my first parachute jump to losing my sight in one eye. But through it all, I've learned that life is not measured by our successes, but by our ability to bounce back from failure. When I was 23 years old, I had a major setback that nearly ended my career. But instead of giving up, I channeled that disappointment into motivation, which eventually led me to becoming the youngest team leader in the history of my unit. This is a story I repeat over and over with the men and women I train. Success is not about avoiding challenges. It's about how you respond to them. I look at the challenges we face as a test. A test of our mental toughness, a test of our courage, and a test of our commitment. Now let's talk about Thomas Edison. Edison, the genius behind the light bulb, was once asked, "How did you manage to invent the light bulb?" He replied, "Because there were no light bulbs when I was young, so I invented one." He didn't just invent the light bulb on his first try. He failed thousands of times before he got it right. Each time he failed, he learned something new, and each new piece of knowledge brought him closer to his goal. Once he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the spirit of resilience. That's the mindset of someone who refuses to give up. You must understand the difference between failure and defeat. Defeat is temporary. It's a pause, not a period. It's life asking you how badly you truly want what you're chasing. Failure only becomes permanent when you quit. When you rise after falling, what once looked like failure transforms into wisdom. And wisdom is the rarest wealth of all. But here's the paradox. In order to gain that wisdom, you must first be willing to experience the fall. You can't have one without the other. Why? Because every failure carries within it the seeds of what could be. Every obstacle crossed leaves you wiser and more experienced. Every challenge conquered brings you one step closer to your ultimate goal. Think of your life as a journey filled with twists and turns, ups and downs. You'll encounter situations that make you feel like giving up, like throwing in the towel and calling it quits. Trust me, we've all been there. I've seen it in the toughest battles and in the simplest of tasks. But here's what you need to remember. It's not the situation that defines you. It's your response. Yes, failure stings. Yes, fear pulls at you. But the unbreakable man, the unshakable woman, is the one who takes the blow and still keeps moving forward. Do you hear that? Not the strongest of us, but the one who rises after being defeated. That's what makes us resilient. That's what makes us unstoppable. This is a call to action for anyone who feels like giving up. Hold on. Take a deep breath and think about all the times you thought it was over for you, that you couldn't go any further. Yet here you are, still standing. That's proof. Proof that you are stronger than you thought. Proof that you can endure more than you imagine. You must understand that we are not weak. No matter how hard we try, we can't avoid pain completely. It's inevitable. It's part of the human experience. But here's the key. We don't have to let pain break us. In fact, we can use it to make us stronger, more resilient, more determined. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather be successful easily or work hard for your success? If you answered easily, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not how life works. Life doesn't hand out easy victories. You have to fight for every success, big or small. And yes, along the way, you're going to face defeats. You're going to feel like giving up. But if you can push through those moments, if you can find strength in the face of adversity, that's when you become truly successful. Let me share a quote with you that has stuck with me throughout my life. What is a man? A man is not his job. A man is not how much money he has. A man is not the car he drives. A man is his word. A man is his values, his morals, his integrity. I believe this quote holds true not just for men, but for all of us. Your value as a human being is not defined by your job, your status, or your possessions. It's defined by your character, your resilience, your ability to overcome the challenges life throws at you. Your worth is not measured by the number of trophies you have on your shelf, but by the number of times you've picked yourself up after a fall, brushed yourself off and started again. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. It's like when you're learning to ride a bike. At first, you're wobbly. You fall, you skin your knees, but you dust yourself off and try again. And again, until one day you're riding effortlessly. That's how life is. Every success is preceded by a series of failures, setbacks, and defeats. So the next time you face a challenge, remember this. It's not the end of your story. It's just a chapter. A chapter full of pain, yes, but also full of lessons, growth, and wisdom. Embrace the challenge. Learn from it and use it to propel yourself forward. You see, fear is not a monster. It is a shadow. Failure is not a tombstone. It is a teacher. The prison only exists if you keep believing the story that fear and failure are permanent. Change the story and you break free. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are only as limited as the thoughts you accept. Instead of saying, I failed, say, I learned. Instead of saying, I am afraid, say, I am preparing. These are not empty words. They are the seeds of transformation. As the legendary Roman philosopher Seneca said, it's not that life is short. It's that we waste a lot of it. Don't waste your life fearing. Don't waste your struggles. You have the power to transform your pain into purpose, your fear into fuel, your setbacks into stepping stones. Today, you have a choice. Remain a prisoner of your own mind or step into freedom and create your life on your own terms. If you choose the latter, if you choose to rise above your fears and failures, then know this, you are not alone. I am with you. We are in this together. The journey may be tough, but the view from the top is breathtaking. So go ahead, take that leap of faith. Embrace the challenge. Prove to yourself that you are more than your fears. More than your failures. You are limitless. Thank you.